The president of the Law Society of Kenya, Faith Adhiambo, says protesters should not be charged with the offence of terrorism and subjected to heavy bond terms to secure their release unless there is substantial proof, including intention and planning to commit such a high-profile offence. In an exclusive interview with Citizen TV, the LSK boss faulted the entire criminal justice system, including the ODPP and the judiciary, for misusing the Prevention of Terrorism Act to incriminate protesters and human rights defenders. Seth Olale reports.
The arrest and prosecution of protesters and human rights defenders on terrorism-related charges has sparked public outrage. Now, the Law Society of Kenya is weighing in, calling the move unconstitutional.
People engaging in peaceful protests does not amount to terrorism. It's excluded from the Potter Act unless they can show those intent.
A day after activist Boniface Mwangi was released on a personal bond of 1 million shillings following charges of illegal possession of ammunition and tear gas canisters, the LSK president has faulted the judiciary for imposing what she terms exorbitant and unrealistic bond terms.
And now it's the use of the Potter Act to ensure that these persons who engage in protest are frustrated into the criminal justice system.
The entire criminal justice system, including the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions and the judiciary, is being faulted for misusing the Prevention of Terrorism Act, with critics citing recent pronouncements by Chief Justice Martha Koome and Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen as efforts to victimize protesters and human rights defenders.
The extent of this damage is not just an act of criminal elements, but an act of terrorism.
Even the DPP yesterday in his statement says that they took cue from the statements that were made by the Chief Justice.
If you finance some people to carry machetes, crude weapons, petrol bombs, to destroy people's property and government installations, what is that called? It's called terrorism.
The Law Society of Kenya has affirmed that it will not be intimidated or deterred by attacks on lawyers arising from their firm defense of the Constitution and the rule of law, while representing protesters and human rights defenders in court. According to the Interior Ministry, a total of 71 individuals have been arrested and charged with terrorism-related offences linked to the Saba Saba and June 25th anniversary demonstrations. Seth Olale, Citizen TV.